I've got those memories. I feel like I had a happiness and a love for a lifetime. My name is Tina Jones, and I was married to my husband, Mike Jones. I have 6 children. My husband, Mike, he wanted to glorify God in everything that he did. He was, I guess you could call a goofy kind of guy as well. He would know how to have a good time, but he'd know how to be serious when that time came. 8.5 years that he had been a pastor at Smyrna Bible Church. Sometimes he would sit at the couch on the floor and he'd roll the kids off on somersaults, and just even when they were, I would say it was just up to a couple of years ago, he'd still try. We did a lot of things together. We rarely liked to be apart. That morning was a Sunday morning, and Mike usually was up really late. He would be studying for the sermon that he was going to prepare for the next day. And about midnight, I had decided I was going to go to sleep. I said to myself, this is perfect. You know, we have a wonderful family. God has blessed us. But I just said goodnight, and I went upstairs. And ironically, to know 7 hours later or so, we would find out that life would change. When it happened, he had actually had a brain aneurysm, so it was pretty quick. My son actually found him, and he was just unconscious, but it was just a few short hours later when they took him to different hospitals that we knew at the first hospital that he had a brain aneurysm, and there was probably no chance that he would come out of it. We had kept him on the ventilator. They do a lot of different series of tests. It was just a few hours after that he had passed away. Once it all settled a little bit, I think that's when I realized I've got to do this all by myself. There was somebody from our church that actually had printed off, I guess, had heard about the foundation. I'm not sure how they did, but they printed off the forms, and then I had gotten a phone call from you. We still had the house, and that was one of the things that we needed help with, because I didn't want to start working right away either. I wanted to be able to stay home. So I had just thought if I could just get a few months, at least I was thinking until the fall. The foundation helped with our mortgage payments for, I think it was 8 or 9 months. And it was just enough time to actually really allow, I didn't have to think about that bill, and it paid it. And I was able to pay off other things and also take care of some of the things that the children needed that were going to be a struggle. And so it just allowed my focus to not have to worry about something that was going to constantly be there. We seem to have our needs met, so it really helps. I think on behalf of my family, and if Mike was here, I think he would be really grateful that we've had the Kinsler Foundation help us. We believe that, nothing happens just by chance. And I believe that the foundation was brought into our lives. And I am so grateful, and I would encourage others that have, the means to help somebody that might be in this situation to give of their, not only their time, but maybe their money if they have that. It really does make a difference. And sometimes it's the little things that make a difference. And we tend to overlook them. As a family, I would like to say that how grateful we are. And even the children, they would look back and say, yeah, I think things have gone a little smoother because Mom didn't have to worry about something.